ain't gonna lie. I see people on the Jayden Daniels bandwagon. I didn't watch bro in college. I didn't watch bro. I barely watched bro in the league. But when I watched him play them Buccaneers, I was saying it. I was like, bro's a dog. You can see. I put in my title on my thumbnail. I put baller. And like he looked real good when he was playing them Buccaneers, bro. He was so patient, and he wasn't making like forced decisions. He had a few missed passes, but like he was looking very patient. That's where I was biggest thing I was saying. He had more of a pass first mindset at this age than what he should be with his running ability. That's the biggest thing I was saying. That boy, he went out there ball against the Bengals, and now folks see. But I ain't gonna lie. Let's see what Pat McAfee got to say about bro. I think bro's one of them. I haven't even watched him play a lot of football. Literally, like I just said, I haven't watched bro play a lot of football, but that boy can ball. I ain't gonna lie, that boy can ball. Let's see what Pat had to say though. Shout out Pat McAfee. Shout out Jayden Daniels. Shout out the boys, man. Let's see what these boys talking about, man. Early morning grind. Appreciate y'all. Road
there
to
is
big
one
956. Love y'all, man. Love y'all. Whoa, not the end of the video, and not an ad. Jason Kelsey.
But yeah, I was really impressed.
There is one story coming out of that game, and it is this.
If you get a Jayden Daniels, and I think Jayden Daniels to me is going to be the steal of the draft. All of you guys are going to have all your NFL.
I wish I watched
him
more.
Draft, and they're all going to fall in love with Drake May, and they're all going to fall in love with Caleb Williams. And I'm just telling you, as we sit here right now, before the personal workouts and the combines workout, the guy to look out for is Jayden Daniels.
Accurate. Come on, JD. Come on, JD. It's really like that then, JD. Let me know it's really like that then, JD. I'm telling you, bro, against the Buccaneers, you gotta watch that game, bro.
This dude was an absolute monster last night.
Patient.
Jayden Daniels, drafted to the Washington Commanders. New ownership, new feel, new vibes, new legacy.
Lamar Jackson
Jayden
on the
Daniels,
feet,
seemingly out of LSU, is the guy.
It's like Lamar Jackson.
Now, I'm not saying that because his first touchdown pass in the NFL was to an offensive lineman who was very apparently a Q-dog and very, very nimble with a celebration immediately afterwards. I'm not saying he's the guy because on fourth down in the fourth quarter, he looks over at the sideline and goes, no, let's go. Up front, we need to keep going. And they go ahead and do it. I'm not saying he's the guy because he answered Joe Burrow in Cincinnati on Monday night multiple times in the second half. I'm saying he's the guy because his entire team believes in him. Yeah. And that is the only rookie, I think, thus far, where it is very obvious that he has taken over the culture, the locker room, and everything.
Washington needed some too, man. They got to become the Redskins.
Watching Hard Knocks up there with the Chicago Bears and how preseason is won. He has struggled a little bit. He's a rookie in the NFL. That's how it's going to go. Jayden Daniels is an absolute monster. This dude is fun to watch. He's fast. He doesn't get hit. He's a little thin. Yep. Yeah, he's a little thin. So you wonder if he's going to be able to do the same stuff he did in college running-wise, because once May hits you, maybe things will be a little bit different. Sure. He has that knack not to get hit.
250 yards and 2 TDs, have a rushing TD, complete 90% of his passes in a single game. Only player there. That ain't no rookie stat. That's the only player stat. Still to win fourth quarter.
He can spin it, and his moxie is bananas. That touchdown throw to Terry McLaurin at the end of this game. Dot. Absolute incredible catch by Terry McLaurin. When you talked about Terry McLaurin there just moments ago, they put that graphic up of all the quarterbacks that have thrown to him. You're talking about damn near everybody.
We better not lose Brandon Ayuk, bro. I'm a Niners fan, but we better not lose Brandon Ayuk to this, bro. I'm a crap.
Played in the NFL as a backup quarterback, has thrown to Terry McLaurin, and he has had over 1,000 yards with all of them. This dude is a beast. He's an Indiana kid, Indianapolis kid, so obviously we enjoy watching that take place. But they got the guy. They got the future there in Jayden Daniels, and last night it was on display, I think.
Yeah, it's early, obviously, but he looks great. What, no turnovers, no punts. No turnovers last night, no punts the last 2 weeks. I know Caleb Williams told Torrey Taylor before the season, hey.
That's my biggest thing when I was saying against the Bucs, but I don't think he didn't have like turnovers. It wasn't no turnovers. That's what I was noticing. He was patient. He looked patient, bro.
Much. Maybe like, Jayden should have said that. It's kind of back-to-back years now. It's been the quarterback number 2 pick. They tried to make look like a dipshit preseason or draft process. End up kind of being that guy at least early on, but taking care of the football as a young guy, using his legs when he needs to, throwing the ball away when he needs. Only 2 incompletions last night. I mean, it looked like he's got it figured out. Cliff's got him playing good ball. He's playing quick. So if he sees the read, he sees the window, he makes accurate throws. And that
Jayden Daniels not young. He's been in college a few years too.
He sees his cover zero. He knows I have to beat this blitzer for right-hand side with this throw. Stands in the pocket as a smaller guy and throws an absolute dot in the biggest moment, of his short NFL career on prime time. I mentioned it now, not always right, but 60% of the time I'm right all the time. And he showed up under the bright lights, man. Big time player, man. I loved everything I seen from this young kid early on.
To your point, here's some stats from Hembo. Over the last 50 years, there are 3 instances in which a team went back-to-back games without punting. The 2004 Steelers, quarterbacked by Ben Roethlisberger, week 15 and 16.
Yep.
Okay, that's late into the year, obviously. 2021 Bills by Josh Allen in week 16 and 17, late in the season, obviously. And especially with how offenses have gone this year thus far. And then the 2024 Commanders, weeks 2 and 3.
Had a good punter, too, right?
Tress Way, absolute dog.
Chill.
Tress Way, also completely cool. Not punters. Been around
that
long
is
time.
crazy.
If we figure this thing out on offense, that'd be great news. If we're going to win games, that'd be absolutely great news. Jayden Daniels had 2 incompletions last night. One was a miscommunication, and one was an overthrow. Okay, so literally only one mistake last night as a rookie. We just saw what C.J. Stroud did last year with the Houston Texans. Once again, we're only 3 weeks in.
Of course.
So we gotta make sure we remember that as we're kind of chit-chatting about it.
Because if he come out and play bad next week, everybody gonna come on. Everybody is gonna be a big hate train of Jayden.
We thought what C.J. Stroud did last year was an anomaly. Number 2 overall pick, yet again, to your point, Darius J. Butler, seemingly doing great.
That's why Pat called it
Kingsbury's
overreaction
over
Monday.
there.
Oh yeah, dialing it up.
You mean that college offense?
Yeah, the basic Cam Taylor-Britt did come out and say that was not
man, he had them Cardinals. He had the Cardinals good, bro. Like, I hate how like sports they so quick to write you off. Like you didn't just do that last year, or you didn't just do that 2-3 years ago, bro. He had them Cardinals winning 10 games in a row. They was he had the Cardinals undefeated, and then they lost every game at it because they wasn't really that good of a squad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we lost to it. Okay, so
I'll
eat my words. Yeah, and I will move on. Nice, good humility there.
For sure.
I respect
That's
that.
what they're about.
And face the music. Music immediately afterwards, talked about it, and moved on. But Cliff Kingsbury, who might still be getting paid from the Arizona Cardinals, I have no idea how those contracts work. Coaches have the greatest racket on them. Those got their guaranteed contracts forever. I forget what the number was, like $180 million.
Yeah, $100 million.
Oh, yeah, $800 million.
That's what I'm saying, hundreds of millions. That's what I really want.
Or something from the NFL. Roger Goodell sent out, this was like last year, 2 years ago. Roger Goodell sent out a memo to all the teams like, hey, just want to let you guys know, you're paying $800 million to fired coaches. Just if you want to slow down a little bit on this entire thing. Cliff Kingsbury with Jayden Daniels seemingly match made in heaven over there.
It's just like with Jayden. Like, winning football is playing from the pocket.
Jayden that's what I'm saying. See, thank you, bro. He's so patient. Jayden Daniels is patient. That's my biggest thing I noticed from bro. He's patient. He's not panicky. He's not Caleb Williams running around. He's patient. He can run around like Caleb Williams all day. He's patient, though, bro. He's so patient. So Aaron Rodgers finna say, but if Jayden Daniels sat behind Aaron Rodgers, that'd be bad, man.
And then when it breaks down, every now and then you got to make a few plays outside, off schedule.
That's what I'm telling you.
And
Jayden
Josh
Daniels
has
is
been
so patient.
a master at that, for the last few years. But it's honestly, it's what I want to be able to do myself. And I know I'm 40, but there's going to be a couple plays every single game where you're going to have to make something off schedule, even when you're 40. And I can play from the pocket, and I can get the ball out on time and throw the ball pretty accurate. But I know there's going to be a couple times during the game, and the Thursday night.
Pat, like, hey, we know about you, A-Rod.
Accurate, but I know there's going to be a couple times during the game, and the Thursday night was the first time I was able to really
got loose.
Opportunities. And those are big plays. Backed up on the 8-yard line, I hit Lazard, he breaks a couple tackles. Now we're out by midfield. Another third down. I moved to the left, I hit Conk, we get a roughing call. Now in the plus territory. Another time, move to my right. Moving to my right. Nobody's open. Extending the play, hit Conk for a first down. Like, there's going to be a few of these plays in the game. And, if you make these, you can put some points up. Starts with, though, why Josh has been so successful so far, playing from the pocket. Why Daniel has played so good last night. He, you know, it wasn't like everything was off schedule. You know, it was him making plays from the pocket.
Touchdown to Terry, last one. I mean, he's.
Yeah. That was awesome. And he knew there was pressure, and he knew how to get it up, and they had a beautiful stop and go on the outside. You know, they're in a zero coverage here. He knows there's one extra guy. He knows where he's going with the ball. He throws an absolute dime. It's really hard. You got a guy barreling down on you. You got to put enough air on Terry on that ball so he can stutter go, and then you got to expect where he's going to be when he transitions out of this. I mean, he's throwing the ball as Terry is stuttering. That's an incredible play.
Yeah, that's a hell of a ball.
So you got to give credit not just to Jayden, but Cliff Kingsbury, I thought, called a great game. Dan Quinn, you know, anybody who's been around Dan loves him. He's created a really good culture there.
I don't like that, man.
And then,
playing with these.
you know, the stuff that I heard from Terry when they're talking about Terry on the field, he came in, I believe he had 8
been doing it every day.
39 yards. They read us in the first 2 games. Terry McLaurin's had 1,000 yards, but I saw on the thing last night, like 10 different quarterbacks have thrown the ball before Jayden. But his humility in that moment, that's what you need from your star players. You need your best players to be your best people. And I give Terry a lot of credit. Obviously, him to have a couple big plays was awesome last night. I think he had 4 for 100 or something like that, which is, you know, great for him. But I have a ton of respect for Terry, and even more after just kind of hearing the commentary last night about how he's kind of gone about it and knows it's going to, you know, I'm going to get it in time. I know I'm going to get mine. But just the patience that we don't see a lot in this league from star players if it's not starting out right.
Patience. I've been saying
it. Say to those star players, too, it's a long season. It's 17 weeks. You know, you never know when you get hot, get on a roll, hit a stretch of games where you place a certain type of defense, and you get more one-on-ones, and you get opportunities. Yeah, I was really impressed by the quarterback play from the 2 winning quarterbacks last night.
Yeah, Josh Allen brought out 2 look, bro. I've been saying it, bro. Jayden Daniels, that boy is patient. That's that biggest thing I noticed. He patient. If he keep that patience up, bro, I'm glad I keep standing tall in that pocket, man. He gonna be nice, man. He's sliding when he needs to, and when he be sliding, he looks so dangerous when he's sliding. It's like he look like Lamar when he get to taking off. He back there like Russell Wilson, been throwing at it. You hear me? So it's like, shout out to bro, man. But Jayden Daniels, keep balling, bro. You just getting started, man. You literally just getting started. Keep going. Shout out Pat McAfee. Shout out ESPN. Shout out all these boys who made me able to watch this video. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Road to what? I don't know. Road to the top, man. Like I say, man. Road to the top. We ain't never gonna stop. Make a bit, then make a bit, do the rap. I've been counting on these bands and this 100 in my shop. Ooh, what you doing? Alright, I'm gonna lay out it.